Good day to you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm trying to return to our reading in the Old Testament. And so last time we read Exodus chapter 35. And today we want to read Exodus chapter 36. Now at the end of chapter 35, we want to read the last verse here. And this is talking about God. He has filled them, and he's talking about the skilled craftsman. He has filled them with skill to do the work of an engraver, of a designer, and of an embroiderer in blue, purple, and scarlet fabric, and in fine linen, and of a weaver, makers of every work, and embroiderers of excellent designs. So God filled these people with the skills, with what the skills and knowledge that they needed to make the tabernacle and the priest's clothes and all of these things. So now we're ready to read Exodus chapter 36, and I am reading in the Amplified Bible. Bezalel and Aholiab and every skilled person in whom the Lord has put ability and understanding to know how to do all the work in the construction of the sanctuary shall work according to all that the Lord has commanded. This again repeats what I was saying about God has given them the skill and the understanding to know what they need to do. So Moses called Bezalel and Aholiab and every skilled person in whom the Lord had put ability, every one whose heart stirred him to come do the work. Remember in the previous chapter, we had noted that God took free will offerings from the people who had it on their heart to give for the creation of the tabernacle and the priestly garments and all that. Well, notice here, these people are all those whose heart is stirred, everyone whose heart stirred him to come do the work. They want to do the work for the Lord. They want to do this for God. So again, it is a different style of free will offering when we give our time and our effort. They received from Moses all the offerings which the Israelites had brought for the construction of the sanctuary to prepare it for service. And they continued to bring him free will, voluntary offerings every morning. And all the skilled men who were doing all the work on the sanctuary came, each one from the work which he was doing, and they said to Moses, "The people are bringing much more than enough for the construction work which the Lord commanded us to do." So Moses issued a command, and it was proclaimed throughout the camp, "Let neither man nor woman do any more work for this sanctuary offering." So the people were restrained from bringing anything more, for the material they had was sufficient and more than enough to do all the work. The people were so enthusiastic about this. They were so wanting to have this built so that God would live among them. Their desire was for God, and they brought more than enough, and they would have continued to bring more and more, except the craftsman said, "Look, we already have more than enough." And Moses said, "Okay, everyone can stop doing that. You don't need to bring any more." But people, God's people, can be really giving and really charitable and really forthcoming and hardworking, and there are all these positive things when they're looking to God and they're trying to do things for God. All the skilled men among them who were doing the work on the tabernacle made 10 curtains of fine twisted linen and blue, purple, and scarlet fabric, with cherubim worked into them, the work of an embroiderer. Bezalel made them. Each curtain was 28 cubits long and 4 cubits wide. Now remember, we talked about this, and a cubit is 1.5 feet. Okay, so just remember that. So it's 6 feet wide. 28 cubits long would be like 42 feet long. So that would be really long, and it's 6 feet wide. All the curtains were one size. Bezalel joined 5 curtains one to another, and the other 5 curtains he joined one to another. He made loops of blue on the edge of the outermost curtain in the first set. He also did this on the edge of the curtain that was outermost in the second set. He made 50 loops in the one curtain of the first set and 50 loops on the edge of the curtain which was in the second set. The loops were opposite one another. He made 50 gold hooks and joined the curtains together with the hooks so that the tabernacle became a unit. Then he made curtains of goat's hair for a tent over the tabernacle. He made 11 curtains in all. Each curtain was 30 cubits long and 4 cubits wide. Now, that would be 45 feet long and again 6 feet wide. The 11 curtains were of equal size. Bezalel joined 5 curtains by themselves and the other 6 curtains by themselves. He made 50 loops on the edge of the outermost curtain in the first set, and he made 50 loops on the edge of the outermost curtain of the second set. He made 50 bronze hooks to join the tent together into a unit. He made a third covering for the tent of rams, skins dyed red, and above it a fourth covering of porpoise skins. As we discussed before, and as I have seen in other translations, instead of porpoise skins, it says badger skins, so it's probably something similar to that. Bezalel made boards of acacia wood for the upright framework of the tabernacle. Each board was 10 cubits long and 1.5 cubits wide. Each board had 2 tenons or dovetails fitted to one another. He did this for all the boards of the tabernacle. And this is how he made the boards for frames for the tabernacle. 20 boards for the south side, and he made under the 20 boards 40 silver sockets, 2 sockets under one board for its 2 tenons or dovetails as we think of it, and 2 sockets under another board for its 2 tenons. For the other side of the tabernacle, the north side, he made 20 boards, and there are 40 silver sockets, 2 sockets under the end of each board. And for the rear of the tabernacle to the west, he made 6 frame boards. And he made 2 boards for each corner of the tabernacle in the rear. They were separate below, but linked together at the top with one ring. Thus he made both of them in both corners. There were 8 boards with 16 silver sockets, and under the end of each board 2 sockets. Bezalel made bars of acacia wood, 5 for the frame boards of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the tabernacle's other side, and 5 bars for the boards at the rear to the west. And he made the middle bar pass through horizontally halfway up the boards from one end to the other. He overlaid the boards and the bars with gold and made their rings of gold as holders for the bars. Further, Bezalel made the veil of blue and purple and scarlet fabric and fine twisted linen. He made it with cherubim, the work of an embroider. For the veil, the partition curtain, he made 4 support poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. Their hooks were gold, and he cast for them 4 silver sockets. He made a screen, a curtain, for the doorway of the tent, of blue, purple, and scarlet fabric, and fine twisted linen, the work of an embroider. And he made the 5 support poles with their hooks, and overlaid their ornamental tops and connecting rings with gold, but their 5 sockets were bronze. Now that is the end of Exodus chapter 36. I just want us to note and realize and remember that the people were stirred in their heart to voluntarily bring things for the building of the tabernacle. They wanted to have God with them. They wanted to have God dwelling in the center of the camp with them. And they were willing to work. They were stirred to do the work. So I just want us to remember that. And we should be likewise. We should want to be doing the work of the Lord and want to be giving into the work of the Lord in some manner. We may not always have money to give, but maybe we can give a little bit of our time, or maybe we can do something to be helpful to somebody. There's a number of different things that we can do, and it's not all about money. It's about having that heart of wanting to be a servant for God and to contribute to Him, to contribute to His cause in some way. Because, God is all about the love of His people and actually the love of everyone, and He wants everyone saved. That love should touch us, and we should also want that and want to help in that cause. So this is the end of Exodus chapter 36. I want to thank you for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day. May the Lord bless you and keep you safe. And remember, God loves you.